Hi, I'm Craig Bell.
And I'm John Perkins.
In the comic strip Peanuts, Linus once explained, "I love mankind. It's people I can't stand." Have you ever felt like Linus?
I have.
Straight ahead on take 5.
Food for the soul, helping you to thrive. 5 minutes to renew your mind. Take 5.
So John, Jesus said to us in the Sermon on the Mount, Matthew chapter 5, verse 43, "You have heard that it has been said, thou shalt love thy neighbor, hate thine enemy. But I say unto you, love your enemies, bless them that curse you, do good to them that hate you, and pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you, that ye may be the children of your Father which is in heaven. For he maketh his sun to rise on the evil and on the good, and sendeth rain on the just and on the unjust. If ye love them which love you, what reward have ye? Do not even the publicans the same? And if you salute your brethren only, what do you more than others? Do not even the publicans so? Be therefore perfect, even as your Father which is in heaven is perfect." So John, he says here that we're to love those who are our enemies. We're to bless them that curse us, do good to them that hate us, pray for them which will use you in a despiteful way and persecute you. That's pretty strong words, isn't it?
That's hard to live up to right there.
Boy, it certainly is, and kind of puts a whole new perspective on just kind of minding your own business. Really, he says go the extra mile for these people.
I like the verse that you started on. It said, "You have heard by the old time, do good to them that loves you and hate them that hate you." And how easy that is. It's our natural ability to love them that you done good to me, I'll do good to you. You scratch my back, I'll scratch your back.
Oh, yeah.
But if somebody does something wrong, how easy is it us for hold a grudge, or if they throw that first punch, we want to throw the next punch, which Jesus said to turn your other cheek.
Absolutely. So we're called to a higher standard, aren't we?
Yes, we are, Brother Craig. And you know, you think about these words that Jesus said, and they wasn't just words. It wasn't just something that Jesus said but didn't do, but Jesus lived by them even when they was taking his life. One of the last words that Jesus said before they took his life, Jesus said, and this is found in Luke chapter 23 and verse 34, Jesus said unto them, "Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do." So on his dying remarks, he's praying to God not to have revenge on his enemies, not to hate his enemies, not to destroy them, but God to forgive them. They don't even know what they're doing. So not only he's praying for them, but he's telling his Father that they don't know what they're doing. And likewise, Stephen, too, in Acts chapter 7 and verse 60, it said, "And kneeling down," and now remind the viewers here that they're stoning him, that they're taking his life. And Acts chapter 7 and verse 60, he says, "And kneeling down, he cried with a loud voice, Lord, lay not this sin to their charge." And when he had said this, he had fell asleep. So the very last words that Stephen said was, "Lord, don't lay this sin against them. Don't count this against them." So he was in a forgiving stage. His last words was wanting to forgive them.
The Scripture teaches us also as believers to live out that same principle. Proverbs chapter 25, verse 21 says, "If thine enemy be hungry, give him bread to eat. And if he be thirsty, give him water to drink. For thou shalt heap coals of fire upon his head, and the Lord shall reward thee." So the point is that we will get rewarded, and I believe that we'll be rewarded in this life from the release of the grudge and the bitterness that we have to carry. If we don't carry that, it's a lighter load for us. But we're also changing the heart of that person as they see God's love through us being worked.
Yeah.
There's a story, John, of the time when the Civil War had just ended, and the opportunistic scallywags were busy lording it over their fellow Southerners. They said a hot-blooded contingency of die-hard former rebels gained an audience with President Lincoln. His gentle, friendly manner soon thawed the ice, and the Southerners left with a new perspective and a new respect for their old foe. A Northern congressman approached the president and criticized him for, quote, befriending the enemy, suggesting that instead of befriending them, he should have had them shot for the traitors that they were. Lincoln smiled and replied, "Am I not destroying my enemies by making them my friends?" And I think that's the concept the Scripture is teaching us here. You know, when we do that and we forgive and we show Christ's love through us to our enemies, not just to those who, you know, we don't like, but our enemies, we're showing God's love.
And you think about what God has done for us, and we have sinned against him, and we have Bible said we've all sinned and came short of the glory of God, but he was willing to forgive us of our sins.